Hey guys, Courtney here. This next class is a Mellow class that is specifically for your hips. I've gotten a lot of requests and questions recently from friends and students about tight hips or painful hips, so this really mellow flow class is going to help you relax your hips, lengthen your psoas, and just generally relax your low back area as well. So I hope that it is helpful for you, and I hope you have a great practice. See you soon.
Begin in child's pose in the middle of your mat. Keep your knees together, your toes together, and send your hips towards your heels, letting your chest rest on top of your thighs, your arms out in front of you. Relaxed. Begin to come into your breath, feeling every inhalation send air to every corner of your body, and every time you exhale, pressing out all the air that no longer serves you. Even though your chest is compressed by your thighs, you can feel your chest expand on all sides and out through your back. And as you exhale, you can descend a little bit further down. Begin lengthening your inhalation. At the top of your breath, notice there's a peak before you begin to exhale completely. And at the bottom of your exhalation, there's a valley before you begin your next inhalation. Try to keep your inhale length the same as your exhale length, and notice the top and bottom pauses of each of your breath cycles. I invite you to set an intention for your practice, something that is meaningful to you, that is brief, something that you can come to quickly and provide you with a source of inspiration and strength for your practice today. Hold it close to you and come back to it frequently. If you find your mind wandering, if you find yourself judging yourself throughout your practice, let this carry you through. Continue deep inhales and exhales. Take one full body inhale, feeling the breath go all the way to your toes, all the way to your fingertips, and then an open mouth exhale. One more time, takes one full inhalation, filling up your body completely, and exhale fully with your mouth open, side out. One more full body inhale, taking in all the breath you can, and then through your nose, fully exhale. Reach your fingertips out in front of you, walking them out so much so that your elbows come up off the mat. Widen your fingertips. Press your fingers into the mat. All four corners of your hand into the mat. The big finger mound, little finger mound, and the inside and outside of the heels of your hands. And then on your next inhalation, lift up to a tabletop position. So you're on your hands and your knees, and there's a straight line from your wrist to your elbows to your shoulders, and your knees are directly below your hips, neutral spine. Crown of your head reaching to the front of the room. On your next inhale, drop your belly, open your hips, send your gaze upward. And as you exhale, arch your spine so it's coming up towards the ceiling. Press your hands and your knees. Inhale, drop your hips, open your heart, bring your shoulder blades down your back, send your gaze upward. Exhale, press through the mat, arching your spine. Inhale, lower your belly, open your hips, open your heart, send your gaze up. And exhale, do the opposite, coming into cat pose, pressing through your back, pressing through your hands and your knees. Take another round to your own breath. And when you're finished, come back to a neutral spine. Press your fingers back down to that mat one more time. Tuck your back toes, and on your next inhale, lift your hips up into downward facing dog. Let your hips rise up to the sky while your chest falls down to your thighs. Your legs might be straight, they might be not. Doesn't matter. But just allow your heels to fall toward the mat. Your chest to fall towards your thighs. Breathe. Send your heels over to the right side of the room, just pivoting so you've got a stretch on the left side of your body. Breathe into the left side of your body. Bring your heels back to center. And then on your next inhale, switch your heels to the left side of the room so you have a stretch on the right side. Full breath all the way down the right side of your body. Then come back to center. Bend your knees deeply so you can straighten your spine even more, letting your thighs reach your chest reach your thighs, and then slowly begin to let your heels fall down, slowly straighten your legs. Again, they might not be straight. Do whatever is comfortable for your body at this moment in time. Inhale to prepare. Bend your knees, gaze to the front of your mat, and then step up to the top of your mat so you end up in a forward fold. Again, bent knees, just barely bent, even if you can straighten them. Take your elbows in your hands, let your chest rest on your thighs, and gently rotate left and right, loosening your low back. Come back to center, let your fingertips fall down, and then shake your head yes and no. You can shake your head yes and no. Loosening your neck, let it go. Let go of any tension. It's not helpful. So just release it, let it go. On your next inhale, press your fingertips into your shins and reach the crown of the head to the front of the room. And exhale, forward fold, come all the way down, your head falls last. One more time, inhale, press your fingertips into your shin, reach the crown of your head to the front of the room, squeeze your shoulder blades onto your back, squeeze your shins together. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, create space in your spine, shoulder onto your back. Press your fingertips in and exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees deeply so you can plant both of your hands onto the mat. Step back to a plank position, the top of a push-up, and then take your knees down to the mat so you're in a half plank. On your next exhale, slowly lower your body all the way down to the mat. Keep your elbows in close to your body, taking one straight line down. Once you hit the bottom of the mat, untuck your toes, keep your hands exactly where they are, press the tops of your toes into your mat, and inhale up into cobra. Lift your chest up, send your gaze upward, keep your shoulders running down your back, and exhale, come right back down. Rest your right cheek onto the mat. Take your hands alongside your body. Breathe. Take your hands and place them where they were before, just slightly behind your shoulders onto the mat. Press the tops of your toes into the mat. Inhale your chest up, send your gaze upward. Keep your shoulder blades running down your back. Drag your fingertips alongside your body, give you a little more lift. And on your next exhale, take your head back down, left cheek to the mat. Place your arms alongside your body, palms facing up, and just breathe. Come back to your intention, the reason why you stepped on your mat today. Bring your head back to center. Place your hands down alongside your body where they were previously. And on your next inhale, push up to a tabletop position on your hands and knees. Tuck your back toes. And then lift your hips up into downward facing dog once more. On your next inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky. And on your exhale, plant it between your hands. Take your left knee down to the mat. You can keep your toes where they are or you can untuck them. Your hands on the mat. Reach the crown of your head to the front of the room, finding your strength. And then on your next inhale, sit your body up, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, take your hand to your top right knee, right behind your knee onto your thigh. Lifting up through the crown of your head, tailbone tucked, straight spine. Draw your right hip back, your left hip forward. If this feels good and you'd like a deeper stretch, begin to bend further into your right knee, but keeping your right hip coming back. Inhale, ease off of your front leg. Take your hands down to the mat, surrounding your right foot. Lift your left foot up. Send your right foot back so you end up in a downward facing dog. Breathe. On your next inhale, reach your left leg up back behind you, lift to the inside of your thigh, flex your foot so your toes are coming down your knee. And on your exhale, plant your left foot in between your hands. Take your right knee down to the mat, reach the crown of your head to the front of the room, find your strength, and then inhale your arms and your body up to the sky. And on your exhale, take your hands down to your left knee. Draw your left hip backward, your right hip forward. Again, your right foot can be tucked or untucked, it's up to you. Keep your spine long. And if this feels good, you want to go a little further, bend a little bit more deeply into your left knee, but still draw your left knee back and left hip back, your right hip forward. Breathe. Inhale, come right back up. And on your exhale, plant your hands on either side of your front foot. Tuck your back toes if they're not already. Lift your right knee up and send your left leg back to a downward facing dog. Settle into your dog pose. Then take your knees to the mat. Send your hips back to your heels. Come to child's pose once more. Let your arms go soft. Allow your breath to become full once again. Returning to your intention. When you're ready, begin to push your body back up so you're seated on top of your knees. And then shift your hips over to the left side of your legs. Take your right foot and place it on the outside of your left knee. If this doesn't feel comfortable, then extend your left leg out in front of you. Take your right hand, place it behind your low back, really close into your hips. On your next inhale, reach your left arm up to the sky. And as you exhale, hook your left elbow on the outside of your right knee, lifting up through your spine. And as you exhale, twist to the right. Keep your right shoulders down, send your gaze to the right. Your body's going to go where your eyes send it. With every inhale, you grow long. With every exhale, you can twist a little bit deeper. Use your arm and leg resistance, but not so much that it causes any pain. You should only feel the sensation of twisting. On your next inhale, send your head back to center, send your body back to center, and then take a counter twist. So both hands to the left side of your body, send your gaze out over your left shoulder. Inhale, head back to center, body back to center, and then switch out the cross of your legs. So this time your right leg is on the bottom, your left foot is on the outside of your right knee. Again, if you don't feel like you're firmly seated into the ground, extend your right leg out in front of you. Take your left hand behind your low back onto the mat. Inhale your right arm up to the sky, and on your exhale, hook your right elbow on the outside of your left knee, lifting up through your spine on your inhale, and as you exhale, twist to the left. Shoulder blades running down your back. Reach the crown of your head to create space, and as you exhale, use that space and twist a little bit further. On your next inhale, bring your head back to center, your body back to center. Counter twist on the other side. Take both hands to the right. Gaze over your right shoulder. Inhale, head to center, body to center. Uncross your legs, and then bring the soles of your feet together and your knees out to the side, coming into Baddha Konasana, bound ankle pose. Take your fingertips behind you, so your hands are behind your hips, but your fingertips are facing towards the front of the room. Push up, so you lift up your hips, bring your hips closer to your feet, and then slowly lower your hips down again. Take your hands to the outside of both of your feet. Inhale, grow long. And as you exhale, keeping a straight spine, lean forward as much as is comfortable before you begin to bend in your spine. So you want to keep straight, keep reaching out to the crown of your head, keep leading forward with your heart. If you need a little bit more resistance here, then you can use your elbows to press out your knees. If you need a little less resistance, you can always take some blocks and place them on either side of your knee for support or blankets, any kind of prop. Otherwise, with every inhale, lengthen, every exhale, fold a little bit deeper, reaching with your heart, lengthening through the crown of your head. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. Just breathe. On your next inhale, rise all the way up. Take your hands on either side of your knees and close up your knees like a book. Then extend your legs out in front of you. Inhale your arms up to the sky. And as you exhale, fold forward over your legs. You might touch your shins, your thighs, your ankles, your feet. Any way you go, flex your feet. Inhale, reach the crown of your head to the front of the room, leading with your heart. And as you exhale, fold down. Once you've gone as far as you can go, you can let your head drop. Keep your shoulder blades away from your ears. Wherever you are, just make sure that you're grasping onto something along your legs, anywhere from your thighs all the way down to your feet. Keep your breath long. On your next inhale, reach your arms up and overhead, and then place your hands behind your hips, fingers facing the front of the room or to the back, whatever's comfortable for you. Bend your knees, place your feet into the mat, and then on your next inhale, lift your hips up, coming into reverse tabletop position. You might come all the way parallel with the earth, you might not. Breathe, and on your next exhale, take your hips down, send your legs out in front of you. Inhale your arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward bend over your legs, flex your feet. On your next inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, place them right behind you. Bend your knees, plant your feet into the ground, your hands on the ground. On your next inhale, lift your hips up, reverse tabletop, pressing through your hands and your feet. Exhale, take your hips down to the mat. Extend your legs. Inhale your arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, flexed feet, lead with your heart. Relax. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, place them behind you. Bend your knees, plant your feet. Inhale your hips up, lift up through your heart, lift up through your hips, pressing down through your hands and your feet. And on your next exhale, bring your hips down, come back up to sitting. Lay your entire body onto the mat this time. Your legs out in front of you, your arms alongside your body, palms down. Keep both of your legs flexed. And on your next inhale, lift up your right leg so it hovers about 3 to 4 inches up off the ground. And on your next exhale, place it back down. Inhale, lift your left leg up approximately 3 to 4 inches off the ground. Hover it here. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift your right leg up 3 to 4 inches. Keep your low back to the mat, shoulders down your spine, relax everything else. Exhale down. Inhale, left leg up, relax your face. Exhale, take it down. Bend your knees, placing the soles of your feet into your mat. Take your right foot and place it on top of your left thigh, just below your left knee. And then lift up, taking your right hand between the space you've created, and take your left hand on the outside of your thigh, grasping either the back of your thigh or the front of your shin, and begin to lower your body back down into a modified pigeon. Flex your right foot, and just begin to draw your legs in closer to your body, working your right knee out to the side. Keep your breath steady. Come back to your intention. You can even close your eyes here. Continue making tiny changes in your body every time you draw your leg a little bit closer in, opening your right knee out. When you're ready, release your left foot down to the mat. Unhook your right leg so it is down as well. Take your left foot, place it on top of your right thigh, just below your right knee. And then reach your left arm in through the hole you've created. Take your right hand to the outside, and again grasp the back of your thigh or the front of your shin. It might not be the same as the other side, and that's okay. And then begin to roll backwards, once again drawing your legs in towards your body. Flex your left foot, opening your left hip out, opening your left knee to the left side of the room. Send breath into any places of tension. Every time you exhale, let it dissolve, let it disappear forever. Close your eyes. If any thoughts come up, you can acknowledge them, and then you can dismiss them. When you're ready, in your next exhale, bring your right foot down to the mat. Take your left foot down as well. Feet on either side of you. Take your feet wide so that they're on the opposite edges of the mat, and then windshield wiper your knees left and right. Bring your knees back to center. Place your feet hips width distance, just the way they were before. Your arms alongside your body. Get your block somewhere right next to you. And then on your next inhale, lift up into a bridge, pushing through your feet, pushing through your hand, lifting your hips up, and then set your block directly below your sacrum on the lowest setting. You can take a higher setting if that's comfortable for you, but I think that the lowest setting is going to work for most of you right now. And then just relax on top of the block, arms alongside your body, into a supported bridge. You can play with what feels better right now, whether you want your arms wide, palms up, palms down close to you. Whatever it is, pick one variation that you think you can sit in for a while and be still. On your next inhale, lift your hips up, remove the block, and set your hips back down to the mat. Draw both of your knees into your chest, feet alongside each other. Wrap your arms around your legs, begin to rock left and right, massaging your back. The more you can keep your spine onto the mat, reaching down all the way through your sacrum, the more massage you'll feel. Come back to center. Keep your right knee into your chest, release your left leg out in front of you, and then draw your right knee across your body to left side. Reach your arm out, your right arm out, shoulder height. Adjust your shoulders as much as you need, then send your gaze out over your right fingertips. Blur everything out and close your eyes. Try to release as much muscle activity as you can. Let your body weight and gravity facilitate this stretch. On your next inhale, bring your knee and your head back to center. Take one last squeeze your right leg into your chest. Release your right leg out in front of you. Draw your left knee into your chest. Then cross your left leg across your body to the right. Extend your left fingertips out, shoulder height. Adjust yourself as much as you need. Send your gaze over your left fingertips. Soften it. Shut your eyes. And begin to let go on this side of your body. On your next inhale, draw your knee and your head back to center. Take your left leg into your body one more time for one last squeeze. Then extend your left leg out in front of you. Press the back of your head into the mat so you can lift your upper back up, slide your shoulder blades down your back further, and then release back down to the mat. And begin to relax everything for the last pose of this class, Shavasana. Let your legs go soft so that your feet flop out to the sides. Letting your feet completely relax. Your ankles are no longer supporting your body. Calves soften. Kneecaps drift down. Thighs relax. Your hips become heavy. Your belly goes soft. Your chest becomes calm, and your shoulder blades support your heart. Your arms are relaxed. Your fingertips curve naturally. Swallow to remove any tension in your throat. Lick your teeth to release your jaw. Allow your teeth to part slightly. And let your tongue drop from the roof of your mouth. Feel your cheeks become soft. Your temples drip down to the mat. Your forehead becomes smooth. And the space between your eyebrows completely relaxes. Please stay in Shavasana for as long as you like. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. The light that shines within me recognizes and honors the light that shines within you. Namaste.